Here's how to remove the filler words every time you speak, whether or not that's on a video, if it's on a Zoom call, or even if it's a one-to-one, one-to-few, or one-to-many conversation. Now, you know what I mean by the filler words, don't you? It's the the like, sort of, kind of, situation, all the regular repetitive words that we can use and insert into our conversations, which rob them of power, of passion, of persuasion. It simply doesn't work, so we must remove them. Think of it in this way. Imagine for a moment that you're writing an email to somebody. It's a client. You want to explain the benefits of your new product or service. And you start the email with, E-double-R, comma, well, comma, sort of like, well, basically, I want to sort of thingy share. It's just rubbish, isn't it? Complete and utter rubbish. And yet, unfortunately, we do hear people when they're talking doing it in this way. If you've ever met a teenager anywhere in the world, they will use this expression, like. And they'll put the word like for some strange reason in almost all of their sentences, and I mean almost all of their sentences. The technique I'd like to share with you is called dynamic listening. Often we think of listening and talking at being different ends of the scale. Somebody else is talking and we're listening to them. However, if when we're talking, we start to listen to what we're saying rather than simply hearing the noise of what we're saying, then we realize when we're about to add in a filler word. What do we do then? Just like in writing, what we do is we replace the filler word with a gap, with silence. So when we're writing that email to explain our latest product or service, what we're doing is talking to the customer. See, I nearly added a bit there. What we're doing is talking to the customer and we're saying to them, these are the benefits, the advantages, the experiences you're going to have. And when we're writing, we don't put ums, ers, like, etc. in there. What we do is we put a gap between the words. So we think of dynamic listening as speaking with our fingers in the same way we write with our fingers. We simply replace the ums, ers, etceteras with a silence and we pause. Now, unless we pause too long, then nobody will notice and it'll feel perfectly natural. It's standard practice to pause as we speak. And sometimes we fear the pause, we fear the gap, we fear that lack of conversation. There's no need to. Simply pause appropriately. And to make ourselves sound even more natural, we can use the occasional or. For example, yes, I see what you mean. I mean, that was a perfectly natural way of doing it. So to sound more fluent, to sound more passionate, to sound more persuasive, all we do, remove the ums, ers, etceteras from our conversation, and that's what will happen. People will understand us and they won't start counting the ums and ers that we've been using. Take this away and use it. It is such a powerful technique and it's so simple to use with a little bit of practice. When we practice doing it, simply slow down. If you've enjoyed this video, there's plenty more of my crazy videos about here that you can look at. In the meantime, I wish you every success in all your adventures in life. From me, Peter Thomson, until the next time, goodbye for now.